Okay, combination scratches take 2 because the first time the sound didn't record. Forgot to switch the mic on. And it was full of killer one-liners too, so if this one is boring. So today I wanted to chat about combination scratches, and I wanted to do 5, but I kind of got carried away and I did 6, so you're going to get an extra one today. And these are the combination scratches that I'm going to show you today. Good people, what is up? Hello and how's it? If we haven't met before, I am DJ Shameless, and if we have, welcome back. As I said at the top of this video, we're going to be chatting about combination scratches, and I'm going to go through a few today, but these are just ones that I think you should know about, and if you're not too familiar with combination scratches, these ones should get you going. Quickly about combination scratches, you can add as many single scratches together to make combination scratches, but today I just want to do 2 at a time so that you can get a feel for combinations. The scratches we're doing today, I don't know all of the names, but I will name the single scratches if they don't have a proper name. And now the battery dies. That's what happens when you record a whole A-roll with no sound. Okay, take 3. Let's go. So first up we have the reverse grab to forward transform, and this scratch was made popular by DJ AM. May he rest in peace, a few decades ago. What's nice about this combo is that it combines easy scratches, but the way it's performed gives it that bounce. Just a quick side note, don't be the noisy neighbor. Nobody needs that kind of. Okay, I think I was by the reverse grab to transformer, and it's a pretty unique pattern using 2 simple scratches. And if you take away anything from this tutorial, is to be unique, be yourself. Come up with something new. Maybe it catches on, maybe it doesn't, but it'll be yours. Okay, let's take a look at the reverse grab to forward transform. So this first combination combines a crab scratch and a transformer. So the crab scratch would sound like this, but we'll only be using the reverse crab scratch for this combination. So start with your sample around the 3 o'clock position, in between 2 and 3 is fine, and you do a reverse crab. One more time, and the second half of the scratch is just a 2-click transformer. And together that sound like this. Now what gives this pattern a bit of bounce is that you got to start the reverse crab before the 1 on the beat drops. So instead of coming in on the 1, you're going to start slightly before so that your transformer starts on the 1. So what I mean by that is if this is the 1 of the beat, you should start your crab around here so that your transformer starts on the 1. So let's get a beat going and I'll show you what I mean. The next combo that I'm going to show you is the stab to forward crab. First time I saw this scratch was at a DMC, well, not in real life, but like on a DVD. It was during a set by DJ Fell, if I'm not mistaken, from France. If you haven't heard about him, I suggest you go check, and let me show you how that one's done. So we're going to stay with the crab scratch again, but we're going to add now a stab to it. So a quick recap of the stab scratch, it sounds like this. And for the crab scratch, we're only going to be using the forward part. So those together alternating go stab to crab. Let's do that on a beat so you can hear what it sounds like. For the next scratch, we're going to be using the stab again, but we're going to follow it up with a reverse OG flare. But instead of a normal reverse OG flare, we're going to incorporate a drop scratch for the first note of the OG flare. Let me break it down for you. So this next combination, we're going to be using the stab scratch again, and then we're going to combine it with an original flare. But not just any original flare, we're going to be using the drop version of the original flare. So what I mean by that is the first note, we're going to do a release or a drop from the 12 o'clock position to about the 3 o'clock position. Now from this position, we're going to do a pullback and a 2-click on the crossfader. Now if you throw the stab just before that original flare, it sounds like this. Let's get a beat going and you can hear what it sounds like on a beat. Next up we have the baby scratch to 2-click orbits. I'm not sure where I heard this one first, probably on Instagram somewhere. And it's become a real popular scratch, so I decided to chuck it in here too. Let's check it out. So the baby scratch is just moving the record back and forth, and we're just going to be doing that once before we do the 2-click flare. So baby scratch, 2-click flare. So we're going to be doing a 2-click flare forward and a 2-click flare on the reverse. Let's hear what that sounds like with the beat. Next up we have a slightly different variation of combos, where previously we were doing 2 single scratches one after the other. This combo needs you to do both at the same time. So this one is called tears and flares. I'm going to do 2 versions of this combo so you can see how versatile the scratch is. Let's take a look at it. Now when it comes to the tears, you can do any variation of the tears that you want. I'll show you 2 different variations using the tear scratch. So the first one uses this tear, 1 forward and 2 back. And the second one we're going to be doing 2 tears forward and 2 tears back. Now instead of just doing the tears, we're going to now incorporate the crossfader to do the 2 clicks on top of the tears. So the first variation will sound like this. And the second variation will sound like this. Let's get a beat going so you can hear what it sounds like then. And for the next one, we're going to do tasers. Tasers have become pretty popular over the last couple of years, so I thought let me include it in this tutorial also. What a taser is combining an original flare with lasers. Now I haven't done a separate tutorial on lasers, so I'll just cover it in this tutorial quickly. Let's check it out. And I haven't shown you the laser scratch, but it's pretty simple. It's a faderless scratch, so what you want to do when you practice this one is just leave the fader in the middle somewhere. And it's like a baby scratch, But instead of just moving the record forward and back, we are now going to do a push and a pull to get a sound similar to a laser. So this is what it sounds like. So for the tasers, we're going to start off from the 3 o'clock position, and we're going to do the pull back first. And now if you do that scratch with the turntable spinning, you might have a problem where you don't have enough grip doing the pull back or the push forward. So what I like to do is incorporate my thumb to do the push forward part. So let's hear what that sounds like on a beat. So if you've gone through all the previous tutorials of mine and you still think you need an extra hand with it, I've left my email address in the description below. So if you feel you need private lessons, hit me up and we can make a plan on a Zoom session or something like that. Thanks for checking out this tutorial or 6 tutorials. Hope you guys learned something. If you have, feel free to hit that thumbs up. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. It's the same thing. And let me know what combos you're working on in the comments below. Okay, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.